Thank you, Olavi. We're going to have quick Q&A with Georgios and Olavi now, but I know we're having lunch break after this. So few things. During lunch break, go and check our, there's few art installations in the lobby area from our amazing speakers. They're really fun, go and test. And another thing was that if we don't give you answers straight away, but both of these guys are gonna stay around, and again, they are really nice guys, so don't be too scared to ask questions face to face. And also, Georgios is going to have a little session in the evening in the sauna area, so you can join that. Sauna is not mandatory. So, but yeah, Juha, maybe if there's some more questions, please share. But one thing is that I was trending that a lot of people are saying that standing is just as bad as sitting. So, I mean, well, I guess you already answered the question. It's not as bad, but you know,
it's not that great either.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a solution. It's something better we can do, but it's not enough in any form.
Yeah. So, I mean, you said something like move around every 30 minutes, but I'm afraid I'm going to get fired if I'm at the office and every 30 minutes I go walk around.
One solution is walking meetings. I actually used to do that for our daily meeting, because that's a meeting where I don't need to say that much or like stand on my laptop. I can just walk around in the neighborhood and then say my part when it's my turn. I love that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a cultural change that we need to force, because I mean, just as an example, I was speaking to a friend who's in IT and he works in a bank, and we were having this conversation about sitting, and he said, we have this guy in the team, and he's a little weird. He goes at every lunch at 1 o'clock. He goes out and walks for an hour and then comes back. And I said, so what is your issue with that? Like, I think that's commendable. Like, I should be copying that guy. And he said, well, he kind of leaves us. And, like, who's going to take care of the systems? And I'm like, well, you should be putting that in your plan. Because if he gets a really bad injury, like his back, really gives out, and then he's gone for a month, what are you going to do then? Yeah. So, our businesses, whether ours or we work for someone, depend on us, and we need to be healthy to be, doing the things we do.
Olavi, have you noticed any changes after you started lumberjacking? Can you see?
Yeah, and I've noticed, and I'm in a super lucky situation, because then I can work really hard physically, so I'm quite tired after that day, but then the next day I will be working at the office, so it's like a really nice balance. But yeah, I've noticed that I don't think I would like to work 5 days a week on my computer anymore, because now I've got to used to this like working outside.
Yeah, we got it. You're entitled. You got to go to Australia. No. Is there anything that we can do to reverse the damage that we have already done? I mean, we're not everybody's 20 anymore, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, not everything is reversible. So the dehydrated disc, there's some research that trying some things with stem cells and stuff and some surgery, but it's not there yet. Maybe we'll never get there. But this is not the point. I mean, a lot of the stuff is reversible, right? Even the gene stuff, the changes, but it requires work from us every day. So we need to get on a habit that, just stacks the activities, and we just start doing more and more and more and more. And we get into a lifestyle that is more similar to what the, hunter-gatherers were doing, rather than just, just typing all day. So yes, I mean, most of it is irreversible, unless you're 70 or 80, which you don't have enough time anyway. So, the earlier you start, the better.
Right. So I have two kinds of news. One is the food is ready. The second one if you want to stay and get more responses to your questions, stay here. If you're hungry, go outside and watch the stream later. It's your choice. So if you're hungry, go out now and leave the rest of us here. So hungry people go. So you're hungry for information. So we stay here. And when you're really hungry, then you eat.
Yeah. Okay. Any tips for physical activity if you don't have time to go to gym or time to cut trees or something like that?
Look, obviously there are things you can do. I mean, you can get up and walk quickly around the house. That's something that adds to something. But you don't need to do hours and hours of exercise every day. Like if you spend half an hour, 45 minutes on yourself, that's going to pay a lot of dividends. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I do this every day. Obviously I have my demons as well, and sometimes I miss this, but I try, and we can all find that amount of time. No one is that busy, or if they are that busy, then I think there's things to discuss there. But I mean, even the World Health Organization is shifted in their guidelines now, and they're saying that every little activity counts. Everything you do counts. So just keep doing more things, like the walking meetings, just going outside, getting some air, doing a little bit of cardio. I don't know, doing some push-ups, whatever it is you like. Just try different stuff and see what you like. You're gonna like something. Most of us think we don't like exercise because we never tried it and it feels uncomfortable to just start, right? So, just open a YouTube video and try something. It will be uncomfortable, but you will feel great afterwards. And then, from that, you can go to a class, because then you'll meet some people too, and so on and so forth.
Olavi, do you do some exercise on top of your work?
Yeah, I play hockey, and then I now try to start jogging. So because I'm gonna run a half marathon, I have been running 5 times already, or 4 half marathons. So I would say a good way is also to not use an elevator if you go to an office. So I did that. I made the decision that I will never use an elevator again at my previous customer at Sanomatalo, which is we had to walk like 8 floors up. And then Corona happened, so then we didn't go to the office anymore. So I never used the elevator since. So, yeah.
How about settled chairs or other tools at the office that?
Yeah, look, ergonomics are great. I have a good chair. I have a Herman Miller chair. But the thing about the chairs is that they don't really, they're not going to improve your health markers. They just reduce the impact, right? So that's important to keep in mind. So reducing the impact is not the same as zero impact. It just means you will feel more comfortable for more time. And that might be a bad thing, because if you had a crappy chair, it might actually force you to stand up more and move around. Yeah. So it's something we have to regulate between ourselves. So if you're good with breaks and you set a timer or whatever and you move around, then get a good chair. But if it prevents you from getting up, I don't know if it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest differences, at least for me, when I go to the office versus working from home. Because at home I might just sit still for too long time. But at the office, I would go to the coffee machine and walk around a bit and have a discussion there and chat and go for lunch, walk somewhere. So it's better in that sense. It's better to go to the office.
Yeah, and I mean, in the ways that we can make excuses for ourselves to move, why are we automating the stuff that makes us more lazy? Why are we automating, the turning on the lights when we can actually get up and do it? Why don't we automate some things that makes us move? I don't know, like we have to chase a robot around the room or something.
Humans are lazy by default. We're saving energy for something. Thank you so much. Like I said, feel free to talk to them, ask more questions. I think we covered the main topics. And yeah, enjoy the lunch. See you in 1 hour.